I'm going to go ahead and record just in case you want to post this later.
Okay.
So Jennifer has asked me to do the Zoom meeting just to give you guys a pep talk and some training and just to answer questions if you have them. Go over maybe some ideas to get you guys moving and growing in your business. So I'm going to open it up to Jennifer first and have her kind of share her heart and what she wants to accomplish on the call. And then I'll go from there.
Basically, Lisa and Joyce have been with us for a little while. So Melissa is really just a new one. She signed up a couple months ago and is just now really getting into it. I've seen that posted today that she lost 6 pounds, so woohoo. Yay!
Yay!
So basically, I'm sorry, I'm losing everybody. I just wanted everybody to get unstuck, you know, from the position, because I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm stuck, and everybody else is stuck, and I don't know how to get unstuck at this point. So that's basically why I wanted everybody to do the Zoom meeting that didn't show up at the Beast thing. Melissa, her and I, when she very first signed up, we kind of went over like the getting started training, so she knows the very, very basics, but it's been a little while. So,
okay.
So where we are.
All right. I'm going to be brutally honest with y'all. There's one way to get unstuck, and that is to get into action. Period. It's the only way to get unstuck. If you want to move forward, you have to do the action that it takes. So it's being disciplined and setting some goals and prioritizing those goals. We can sit back and say that we want to, you know, be successful. We can say that we want to earn a paycheck. We can say we want to build a team. We can say a lot of things. It's really easy to say a lot of things, but it's harder to do them. And so the first thing you have to do is get into action. And getting into action in this business is sponsoring and making sales. So those are the two top things that y'all each need to do. If you don't know how to get into action, you need to get the training guide. You need to print the training guide out and you need to walk step by step and find out what steps you've done and what steps you're missing. You need to find out if you're getting into daily activity. Daily activity that's going to bring you sales and bring you new ambassadors. And there's a few things that you need to do to make sure that you're getting into action, which is we talk about in the very beginning, creating your list of people. And a lot of people don't do that. They think, I don't need to do that. It's not important. I can just use my Facebook. I'll just market on Facebook. I'll just write my friends and family. You need to create that list. That list is crucial for your business. So even if you don't want to do it, humor me and do it anyway. You need to get a notebook and write it out. Have it be your notebook. That's your notebook that has your list. And you need to write down everyone that you know. Your friends, your family, your husband's friends and family, your kids' friends, your kids' friends' parents, you know, people at your church, people that are, you know, you play bunco with or cards with, or you know, in the neighborhood, anybody and everybody you're going to put on that list. And even if you think, I will never share plexus with my neighbor, this is not something that you would ever be into, you need to put your neighbor on the list. And they need to be on that list. If the list is there for multiple reasons, okay? So you're not going to go out and just talk to every single person on that list right away, but you are going to visit that list and revisit it a lot. So you're constantly going to be adding people to that list. Can y'all mute yourself? You have horrible background. Y'all are going to revisit that list. So you may not ever speak to every single person on that list right away, or you may not, every single person on that list may not buy from you or may not join your team, but every person on that list is going to hear from you about Plexus. They may be a connector to somebody else. They may be a referral to somebody else. So you don't want to leave anybody off the list. So it's important for you to actually make that list. That's the first thing you want to do. The second thing you want to do is get into action, and that's getting those people into three-way conversation. You should be doing three-way every single day. if you're actively pursuing a career in network marketing. If you want to rank up in Plexus, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You have to be doing three-way conversations. It has to happen. That is the action that's going to get you sales, and that is an action that's going to get you new ambassadors. So if it's a phone call on the phone, if it's a Facebook message, if it's a meeting for coffee or whatever it is, you've got to be doing three-way conversations with your upline or one of your uplines and your potentials. It's really, really important. It's twofold. You're there for third-party validation, and it's a training tool because you're teaching and training your downlines to know how to do three ways. So if Jennifer, is trying to help Melissa grow her business, she's going to get with Melissa and say, okay, where's your list? Let's look at your list. Let's contact the 5 people from that list. Let's use the phone today. Or let's set up a time to do a Zoom meeting. Maybe me, you, and Jennifer will do a Zoom meeting with your top 3 potentials. Whatever it is, there has to be active conversation going on. How we promote and grow in this business is relationships. In relationships, you have to communicate. You have to talk to people. You have to share the opportunity with other people. You have to share the products with other people to get sales. People aren't going to come knocking down your door begging for these products if they have no idea about Plexus. People need our products. No one can tell me that they don't need our products. There's not a single person on the face of the planet that can't benefit from one of our products. I know that. I wholeheartedly believe that. So I never discount anyone. So I think everybody can benefit from at least one of our products. And I think that everyone can benefit from having more money. I don't know anybody who says, oh, I'm so rich, I don't need any more money. Most people could use an extra couple $100s a month. Maybe someone out there just wants to make $500 a month. That would be the difference, and then staying home with their kids. Or maybe that's the difference in going out into getting a second job. So you just never know. Maybe you'll have people that want to say, you know what, I want to give this a go. I want to make $2,000 a month, or I want to do what you're doing and make $10,000 a month. Everybody's going to have different goals and different desires, but you need to talk to people to figure those things out. So getting your list is imperative. Getting people on that list, thinking about who may need the products. From the list that you're making, you want to get a top 5. You want to do a top 5 at least every couple of days or every couple, a week or so. You're going to get your top 5 people that you think need the products. We all know people that need these products. We all know someone who has migraines, who has acne, who has anxiety, who needs to lose weight, someone who has carpal tunnel, someone who has psoriasis, someone who has IBS. I mean, we know people that have every ailment under the sun, right? So our products help with so many things. So you're going to say, okay, these are the top 5 people that I think could really benefit from these products. So one of y'all are going to call Jennifer and say, okay, here's my list and here's my top 5. I think that Dave needs Plexus because he has diabetes. I think Jill needs Plexus because she just had a baby and she wants to lose weight. I think Sarah could benefit from the ProBio because she has really bad IBS. You're going to sit down and you're going to tell her why you think these 5 people need our products. That way Jennifer knows, okay, I know this guy has diabetes. I know this one has IBS. So when you put them into a conversation with Jennifer, she's going to know what to touch on. She's going to already know that your potential really could benefit from the triplex. Or she's going to know that, you know what, this person the ease combo would be perfect for her or him. So you're going to give her a little background. That way she knows what to really hit and touch on in the conversation. So then you get them in a conversation. And people ask me this all the time. Well, how do I get people in a 3-way conversation? It's not rocket science. You just say, hey, I know that you're struggling with migraines, and I found these amazing products that are helping people with migraines. And my friend Jennifer has been doing this for like a year or 2, and she's really, really versed in the products, and I would love to throw you in a conversation with her really quick. Do you have 5 minutes? That's all. You're not asking someone to give you their right arm. You're not asking for someone's firstborn child. You're just asking them to get into a conversation with a friend of yours. It's really not as hard as people think. I've never had someone say, no, I'm not doing that. I will not get on a phone call with you, or I will not get into a conversation. I might have someone say, I can't do it right now. Can we do it in an hour? Or I'm at work. Can we do it when I get off work? That's fine. but follow up with them if they say that. But make it simple. Just say, hey, I know that you've seen my post about Plexus and I'm really excited about these products. And I know that, your husband's been suffering from arthritis. And I just really want to throw you in a conversation really quick with my friend Jen. She has a lot of information about arthritis. It'll take 5 minutes. Can we do that now? And they'll probably say, sure. Get on Facebook and just start talking about it. Say, hey, Susie Q, this is my friend Jennifer. She's the one I was telling you about that knows all about the arthritis or whatever. And then boom, Jennifer's going to come in. She's going to do her spiel. She's going to talk about the product. She's going to, have some testimonies ready and available about arthritis. That's why you're going to tell her ahead of time what why you think that people need the products, because it just makes it easier for Jennifer to prepare for the throughway. And that's it. I mean, it's a very quick conversation. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes. It can be literally 3 minutes. It could be 5 minutes. If they start asking questions, Jennifer is going to respond. And then when you're putting her in a throughway, you're going to see what Jennifer said. You're going to learn, okay, so when someone says this is what Jennifer said. If she says this, she's going to have this rebuttal. It's a training for you as well. So you want to get your list. You want to get your top 5 for who needs the product, because clearly you want to make sales. You want to have people trying these products. That's first and foremost, because when people try these products, they're going to see results. They're going to love the products. And then eventually you're going to flip them into ambassadors. That's the goal. You want to turn your customers into ambassadors, because they're going to love the products. They're buying them anyway. So why not get a discount and why not make money? So you have to see the end goal, okay? You're going to get customers in the beginning because you want to make sales and make commission. You want to get them on the products, loving the products, trying the products. So eventually in a month or 2 or 3, you're going to flip them into being an ambassador, and then they're going to join your team. Same thing for team members. You're going to get your list and say, okay, here's my list. I'm going through my list. Who do I want on my team? I know who I want on my team. Every day. I have a list of people that I want on my team. A lot of them, the majority, are on my team already. I've already prospected them. I've already shared the compensation plan. I've already shared the desire to have them on my team, and they join me. But I'm still adding people to that list. So I, recently just met a few other girls. I met 2 girls in particular. They're friends of a friend of a friend. It was a very, far in between, and they were super passionate. They were super fun. They were very outgoing. And so as soon as I met them, the night I met them, I came home and I put their name on my list, because I was like, man, that girl, she's a firecracker. I would love her on my Plexus team. So one of them I've shared Plexus with, and one of them I haven't yet. So you see what I'm saying? You're always going to add people to that list. And maybe I'm not going to talk to this girl right away about Plexus. I might build my relationship and build my friendship with her for a little bit, but she's on my list so I can revisit it, okay? So get your list and say, okay, these are the top 5 people I want on my list. Maybe they're your cousin and your best friend and your neighbor or your son's baseball coach's wife, whatever it is. You're going to say, okay, these are the top 5 people I want on my list, Jennifer. And this is why I want them on my list. They're outgoing. They have a big network. They've done Mary Kay before. They've, whatever it is. Maybe that they're in sales, or that they've done another network marketing company. I wanted Jen Burke because I knew she was well-versed in network marketing. I knew she had already known the business, and that was part of the reason why I wanted her on my team. I knew her personality. So I knew because of some of the things that, made Jen that I wanted her on my team. So I prospected her. So you have to know why you want someone on your team. So you're going to go to Jennifer and you're going to say, okay, here's my list. Here's my top 5. This is why I want them on my team. And you're going to do the exact same thing. It's easier with your warm market, okay? So your warm market is your friends and family, people that already know you and that you have a relationship with. Those are the easier prospects because they care about you, they love you, they have a relationship with you. So even if they did say no, it's going to be a little softer of a blow is if you are brave and you talk to a total stranger and they say no, sometimes that's really uncomfortable. So go to Jennifer and you're going to say, okay, I really want Susie Q on my team because she has done Mary Kay for like 5 years. She knows everybody under the sun, and I think she would do awesome. So Jennifer's going to know she's done network marketing. She's going to know she has a big network. So you're going to do the same thing. Hey, Susie Q, I know that you've seen my posts on Facebook about Plexus. And when I thought about building my team, you were one of the first people that I thought about because so outgoing. I know you're experienced in network marketing, and I would love to just talk about the business with you for a few minutes and throw my upline Jen in the mix. Something simple like that. They might say, sure, I'm not really interested in joining, but, whatever. They might just do it to appease you. And then Jennifer's going to come on and she's going to, talk about the business. She's going to keep it light, keep it simple, and just make points on why you want her on your team. She's going to say, you know what? Melissa told me that you were just such an awesome person. She said you're so outgoing, you're so friendly, you have a bubbly personality, and that would fit really well with her team. She's going to compliment her and kind of like engage her and tell her, hey, would you like to make an extra, few $100s a month? Is it something that, you could do, or, are you trying to stay home with your kids? Like, what are your goals? If you can make a few extra $100, what would that mean to your family? Maybe she's looking for something else. Maybe she needs an extra $500 a month. Who knows? So Jennifer's going to touch on that, kind of leave it open for her to talk about joining your team. You don't get things, you don't have people join your team if you're not asking. If you're not sharing the opportunity, if you're not saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. It's $35.95 to join. We have, you buy or sell $100 and you get other people to join you and you can make a lot of money. It's super fun. These products are awesome. They're changing people's lives. We don't have to have parties. We don't have to have inventory. She's going to go over the main points of the business. And then, boom, now you've shared the opportunity with her or your friend or your potential. Jennifer can kind of help you close the deal. She can say, I'm so excited. She really wants you on her team. Is it something that you want to do? It's just $34.95, blah, 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 blah. She's going to try to close the deal for you. So it's just another third-party validation. And maybe they don't join today. They say, well, let me think about it. Or that sounds interesting. Send more information. So you're going to send her some more information, and then you're going to follow up with her in 48 hours. Follow-up is key. It's another thing that people lack in. If you share the opportunity with someone, if you give someone a sample, if you talk to them about the product and you never follow up with them, you just lost them. And if you had followed up with them, they probably would have bought from you and they probably would have signed and joined your team. I can't tell you, it's customer service. It's the same thing as if you go into a store and, or you go have a service somewhere and no one checks in with you. No one shows you that they're appreciative for your service, or how'd you like this? Or, even as like a waitress or a waiter, if they're not coming over saying, how was your meal? Was everything okay? What did you think? You're like, well, I guess they don't even care. Like, they're not even like addressing me. It's the same kind of thing with network marketing. If you share a sample with someone, make sure you follow up in 2 days and say, hey, what'd you think of that slim? Are you feeling some energy? Are you sleeping better? What are you noticing? If you share the compensation plan with someone, you're going to message them and say, hey, did you get a chance to look over that compensation plan? Isn't it amazing? What did you think about the pay points? Did you understand that? You're going to kind of lead with the questions and make sure they actually looked over the compensation plan. So you want to follow up and check in with people. You don't want to miss out by not following up, because that person, it may have been waiting for you to follow up to see if you were serious about whatever you shared, whether it's the product or the opportunity. So don't ever forget to follow up with people. People tell me all the time, well, I don't know, I'm trying, I'm posting on Facebook every day, but no one's buying from me and no one's joining my team. You cannot grow your entire business on Facebook alone. It doesn't work that way. I have grown my business to Emerald 90% on Facebook, okay? A huge proportion of my business has been on Facebook, but the other 10 or 20%, I have put in the work. I have followed up with people. I have constantly made phone calls. I have constantly sent messages. I have constantly said, hey, let's talk on the phone. Let's chat for coffee. Let's do this. Let's do that. Personal relationships. Okay, so posting on Facebook every day is not going to get you sales and not going to get you ambassadors alone. It may get you a few, but to really build and grow in this business, you have to do more than post on Facebook, okay? Consistency is key. Every single one of my leaders on my team can tell you, and several of them have done this, and I have done this myself, so we know. When you are not consistent, if you say, I'm super busy. Life got in the way. I haven't posted on Facebook in a couple weeks. I haven't checked in with any of my ambassadors. I didn't really qualify last month. Your business goes to zero and you start all over again. Every time you do that, you have to start all over again. And it's frustrating. Don't do that. Okay. You lose the trust in people, and you make people doubt you're serious in the business. So even if you're posting on Facebook for 6 weeks and no one comments and no one says anything about it or likes your post, believe me, I promise you, they're all watching you. They're waiting for the 7th week to come and you not to post on Facebook. Because then they're going to say, oh, I knew that was just a fad. Oh, I knew she wasn't serious. I knew that was something that's going to come and go. When you're consistent, it builds belief in the people in your audience. So on your Facebook page, whatever you're using, if it's Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is, the moment you stop, the moment that you don't post about Facebook, when you stop sharing your testimony, when you stop talking about Plexus, everything goes out the window because it has that lack of belief. So you never want to do that. So you always want to stay consistent if you're in your business. I have 5 children. I have a grandson. I have a husband who has a lot of medical needs right now. So I understand busy. Okay. I understand being overwhelmed by life, but the beauty in technology is that there is apps that will post on Facebook for you. There are things that you don't have to hardly do anything and you can still work your business. So for me personally, there's no excuse in the world. All you have to do is be consistent. Post on Facebook a minimum of 3 times a day. Check in with your customers. Send a 2-second email. Hey, how are you feeling today? How's the Plexus going? That literally takes 0.5 seconds, okay? If you have a team of ambassadors, if you have one ambassador, you're a leader. Message, hey, how is your Plexus business? Is everything okay? Or do you have any questions? That takes 0.5 seconds. You still have to be consistent with your customers, consistent with your team, and consistent with your posting on Facebook or social media or however you're marketing your business. And the moment you stop is when you go back to zero, okay? I'm telling you, I can't stress this enough. Consistency is key. Don't stop being consistent in your Plexus business because you will lose people. You will lose belief. People will lose their belief in your product, in your business, and they will think that it's something that you're just flighty about. I can't tell you how many times I've seen it, 1 million times. So don't let that happen. If you can't post on Facebook, if you're going out of town or you have something going on, Jennifer can tell you, there's 2 or 3 different apps that you can set up that they will post for you on Facebook. Okay, so you never have to worry about not being able to post on Facebook because someone or some other app can post for you on Facebook. You can voice text. You can send voice messages, which is even easier than typing a message. So there's lots of ways to stay consistent, and there's lots of ways to build your business. So there's really no excuse on that. And income producing activity. I will stress this too because we're all guilty of this. I can log into Facebook at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll get on Facebook. I'll go to all my, notifications. I'll scroll through my Facebook and see who's messaged me, answer my emails, blah, blah, blah. I'll turn around and it's 11 o'clock. It's that fast on Facebook. You've sat for 4 hours on Facebook and you've done pretty much nothing. You get people, you scroll through people's Facebooks. You look at everything. You're seeing pictures. You're posting, quotes or whatever, which is great. It's activity. But have you messaged someone and talked to them about the product? Have you messaged someone and talked to them about the business? Have you invited people to meet you for coffee so you can go over the compensation plan or share the business with them? Those are income producing activities. Have you added people to your list? Have you called people on your follow-up sheet? Have you said, hey, I gave a sample to someone last week. Let me call and check in on her and see how she's doing. Have you checked in on your ambassadors? Hey, have you gotten your 100 PV? I haven't seen you posting for the last couple of days. Is everything okay? You've got to do the income producing activities every single day. Don't get caught up in scrolling through Facebook. Scrolling through Facebook is not income producing for you. Okay? Posting on Facebook about the opportunity or the business or the products is income producing, but you want to be in income producing activity every single day. So that's adding people to your list, sharing the products, sharing the opportunity, inviting people to hear the opportunity or hear about the products, having a meeting, scheduling an online meeting. I personally know that Jennifer makes herself available to her team pretty much 24 hours a day. I happen to know that Jen Burke, who is Jennifer's upline, makes herself available to her team pretty much 24 hours a day. So there is always someone in your upline available to you, whether it's to do 3-ways, whether it's to answer product questions, whether it's to answer compensation questions, whether it's just because you need a cheerleader that says, hey, pat me on the back today because I'm not feeling it. Whatever it is that you need, you have great leaders in this team that can help you do those things. So utilize them. Y'all have more than 2. You have 3 team pages, okay? You have my team page, you have Jennifer's team page, you have Jen's team page. Go to those pages, utilize those pages. I'll be honest, sometimes I see my leaders' pages and it's like crickets. And it kills me because I see leaders pouring into their team, giving you guys great information, trying to engage y'all, and there's nothing coming back from the team. And that's frustrating as a leader. So even if you see something and you think it's great, comment on it. Be engaged. Engage in your leader's team page. If you have questions, post it in the team page. You know why? Because I guarantee you there's 5 or 6 other girls or guys that have the same question. And if they see you posting it, they'll feel more confident. They'll be like, oh, good, she asked that question too. I've been wanting to know that. And then one of the girls is going to jump in and give you the answer, and then you guys can dialogue back and forth. There's nothing worse to a leader to have crickets in the team page and be pouring into your team and feeling like no one's there and no one's getting anything from it. So I'm not saying that y'all aren't getting anything from it, you guys particularly on this call. I'm just saying be more engaged in your upline's team page, because that's where you can create momentum. Let's say Lisa's having a really great day. She does a day, she's feeling confident, she made a sale. Post it in Jennifer's team page and say, hey, I did a 3-way today, I nailed it, I got my first sale, or I made a $50 sale today, whatever. Engage in your team page. It will cause momentum within your team. It will help other people that may not feel that momentum right now. It'll have them feel that momentum, being engaged, and it will kind of draw them to want to do the same thing. They're going to be like, wow, Lisa made a sale today. Lisa's doing 3-way calls. Oh, wow, Melissa said she did a 3-way today. Maybe I should be doing more 3-ways. So it's not only helping you, but it's helping someone else on y'all's team, a sideline member. So make sure you guys are doing that. Because I know a lot of times people don't utilize the team page. They scroll through it to see if anything's going on, but they're not really engaging. And believe it or not, when you start to engage in your team page, it does cause momentum. It causes people to get excited. It causes people to get encouraged. And it can create some momentum that will get sales and get you guys moving and grooving and ranking up and getting people to adding to your team and things like that. So don't forget about that. I want to mention that. I'm going to mention this on my own team page too, because I know a lot of times, even in my team page, people, I'll post something, and instead of people posting comments, they'll message me the answer. And I'm like, why didn't you just post? Why didn't you send it in team page? Like, that's a great comment or whatever. Some people are just like not engaging in the team page. They'd rather like personally message me. And I get a lot of messages throughout the day. So the point of posting in the team page is to create momentum, is to create training for other ambassadors and people that be engaging on the page. So I definitely wanted to point that out. Product knowledge. I get this a lot too. I don't really feel comfortable. I don't know the products. I don't know everything in the products. I'm not sure what everything does. So I'm going to wait until I figure it all out. Or I don't really have a testimony yet. I just started. I've only, lost 10 pounds, or I've only been sleeping better. I've only this, only that. Y'all, sleeping better is huge. People would pay get on prescription medications to sleep better. So people go to doctors to sleep better. So if someone can take a supplement and they're sleeping better, share that. That's a huge testimony. If you have energy, that's a testimony. If you lost a single pound, that's a testimony. If your pants are fitting looser, that's a testimony. Little things people want to say, oh, I don't really have that big of a testimony. That is a testimony. Anything that's positive from your using the products is a testimony. So share it. Share it in the team page. Share it on your personal page. Make sure people know it. Don't wait until you have this huge, colossal testimony to feel like you can share. If you feel like you don't have anything positive yet to say in your own personal testimony, then share someone else's. Share mine, share Jennifer, share Jen, share the 100 other people that you have on your teams, because we have tons of in-house testimonies. So don't wait to share these products until you have some huge testimony. Share every single positive thing that you get out of these products. Same thing for the business. If you made $25 this month, and that's all you made, that is $25. That is $25 for sitting at home in your yoga pants and sharing about Plexus. Okay, so you say, you know what? I was able to pay an extra payment on my credit card this month. Thank you, Plexus. Something little, but someone may say, oh my gosh, I would love to be able to pay my credit cards off sooner, or I would love to make an extra payment on my credit card. What are you doing, Melissa? Tell me what you're doing. If you get a business building bonus, let's say you sign a new ambassador and they buy a welcome pack. They buy the expensive welcome pack, so you make $50. Post, of course you can't post the amount, but post on Plexus and say something about that. Say, gosh, it's so nice to get that weekly paycheck from Plexus and have an extra special bonus. Share those little things on Facebook. Talk to people about those benefits, because believe it or not, some people would $50 would make or break them. So if they could get an extra $50 on a Friday, it might be able to buy groceries, or that might pay the electric bill. You just don't know. So never think that something is too minimal to share. Share everything. Share everything positive that comes from Plexus, because we don't know who's watching. We don't know, the needs of other people. And you may think it's minimal, but someone else could make it, that could be huge. Does that make sense? So I might think, $50, whoop-de freaking do. I was a single mom for 9 years. $50 would have made or broke me. I would have killed for an extra $50. That would have meant food. That would have been lunch for my kids. That would have been, maybe we can have chicken with our ramen noodles. Okay, so $50 could be huge for someone else watching you. So never we anything that's positive in Plexus. Always, always share. I know I'm rattling off tons of things, but I want you guys to know we create this idea that this business is hard and that it's very, it's difficult. We just don't know how to fit it into our lives. That's crazy. This business is amazing. This business is a pure gift. Okay, so you need to realize that and understand and own that and say, I have a gift. And I'm going to share it with people because it's such a gift. It's a blessing for your health. It's a blessing for your finances. So I'm not going to be scared to share it. I'm not going to be timid to share it. I'm not going to, not share it, because I really do feel like it's a gift. And if you don't think it's a gift yet, you need to go spend some time on the Plexus testimonials page. You need to spend about 10 or 15 minutes scrolling through that testimonials page and reading the life-changing testimonies from hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people. I'm telling you right now, if you spend 5 minutes a day in that Plexus Journeys page, it will build your belief in this company. It will build your belief in these products. If you don't feel like you have a lot of belief in the compensation plan, there's a financial testimonies page. It will blow your mind. People, saving their houses from bankruptcy, saving their cars from getting repoed, being able to put their kids in private school, being able to pay for health insurance for kids, their sons or daughters that have cancer. We have a lot of amazing testimonies within this company, the people that we know, because of the financial aspect of this company. So build your belief in the products and build your belief in the company, because it will make you want to share this in your everyday life. And the beautiful thing about this business and the network marketing is that we can weave it in and out of the nooks and crannies of our life. I'll tell you, this is what I did today. I watched my grandson last night. Okay, so I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning because my daughter came in, my 6-year-old came into our bedroom, and she woke him up accidentally because she was getting in bed with us. Okay, so I went downstairs. I made him a bottle. I came back upstairs, and I checked my Facebook because I was up and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I answered a message at 3 o'clock in the morning that someone had sent me about Plexus. Okay, I fed him a bottle. He went right back to bed, and I woke up at 8:30. He woke up at 8:30. I was snuggled in bed with my husband, my grandson, and my daughter. I didn't have to set my alarm to go to work. I didn't have to rush my kids out the door to go to daycare. I didn't have to take my kids to before care at elementary school. I had a day off because they had a day off. Okay. I could be home with them. Then I got up. I didn't even get out of my pajamas until 12. All right. 12 o'clock. It was the afternoon before I even got out of my pajamas. We took my daughter and my husband, we went to eat lunch. Guess what? I got a few messages in between us. She was playing games. He was playing games with her at the table at Chili's. I answered 2 or 3 emails. 5 minutes, like 2, 3 minutes, done. We went to the movies. We went and saw the Chick-Muck movie. Had my phone off because that was my family time. Somebody had messaged me, so as soon as we got out of the movie, I did a quick 3-way. It took me not even 10 minutes, okay? Worked into the daily life of spending time with my family. I was able to do my business. I did it. I answered replies to messages asking about products. I did a 3-way conversation with a potential for an ambassador. I answered 2 ambassador messages. So I did that all while spending time with my family, still giving them attention, still being able to come and go in the house as I'm driving in the car, all of those things. So it's really, I mean, who gets to do that? Like, who has the ability to do that? Not many people. But we have a gift in Plexus that we can work this around our families. We can work from our cell phone. We can work as we sit and have lunch, if we want to, in the car, whatever. So we really are blessed to be able to work anywhere we want to, anytime we want to. And that is the beauty of network marketing. And that's why I share it with other people, because I can tell you right now, I have friends that have watched me for 3 years and they have still not joined my team. And guess what? They're still miserable in their jobs. They hate leaving their kids every day to go to daycare. They hate coming home and being tired and not being able to do anything. And they hate being broke. So there's still people that I can share Plexus with. There's still people that need these products and need this opportunity that haven't joined me. So 3 years later, even as an Emerald, on my Facebook, I have people that have watched me that long, that are still on my list, that I'm still prospecting to. And every day I have people joining my team that have watched me. Maybe Jennifer has people that are watching her for the last year and they join her team. Well, guess what? She's in my team. So that means they join me too. That's the beautiful thing. All of you ladies are putting effort out and working your businesses around your lives and schedule. And guess what? It benefits all of us. When you make a sale through Plexus, it benefits somebody else in Oregon because you're building the pay point. And that's a beautiful thing. When you sign someone to your team, it benefits Jennifer. That's one more person she has until her next rank advancement. Same as you. And when you have a team member, when you help that next ambassador get to silver, that's going to push you a step closer to gold. And that is what this business is about. It's just about spending time doing what we love, hanging out with our families, helping people get healthy, helping people have the finances to live in freedom, giving people time with their families, because time is something that doesn't come easy. Time is you cannot get back. So to have a dad be able to not take that second job because his wife is doing Plexus and making money, that's a gift. That's a gift that we're giving people, when we're sharing sharing this opportunity. So you have to look at it that way. Share this opportunity with as many people as you can every single day. That's how you're going to grow in this business. That's how you're going to build a team. That's how you're going to build a paycheck. And that's how you're going to help other people. Because we all know that, we're a product-driven company. We love our products. Products, it's not like we have, and I'm not knocking anything else, but it's not like we have purses and jewelry and, kitchen stuff. It's not like we have to go out and find people that need those type of things. So it's not like we're like, oh crap, I got to go find someone who likes this, or I have to go find another girl that will let me have a home party and invite all her friends. Someone who likes leggings and, whatever. All these other product-driven companies that you have to find people that like that stuff. We're not like that. We have products, plant-based natural products that are helping people radically change their health. Okay, that's pretty awesome. It's pretty beneficial. We have products that are helping everyday people feel better and have better quality of life. We don't have to go search for people. Everybody needs it. So we just have to share the opportunity. We just have to share the products. So the more people you talk to, the more people are likely to purchase from you. The more people that are likely to join your team. If you're only talking to one person a month, honestly, if you're only, if one person a month messages you from a post that you put on Facebook, you're going to have a really hard time in this business. You are going to sit at silver for a year. I guarantee it. If you are actively going out and specifically messaging people saying, hey, I saw that you were posting about migraines, and I'm telling you, I have this amazing product that I've been taking that's helped me with my migraines, or it's helped Kelly with her migraines, and I would love to send you a sample of it. That is proactive. That is you sharing the products. That is not them coming to you because you made a post on Facebook. You see the difference? Because you can post on Facebook, and that's great. And one person may message you a month. Maybe it's only one person a month. That's going to get you a snail pace in this business. But if you are actively messaging 10 to 20 people a day, or even 5 to 10 people a day, that is going to build your growth. That's where people are going to say, okay, what does she got going on? Sure, let me try that ProBio. I did a Zoom meeting last night. Have you, and I'll ask you girls that are on the meeting, have you posted on Facebook and said, hey, who on my friends list is taking a multivitamin? If you are, what kind do you take? That is a huge post because someone's probably, tons of people on your Facebook page are probably taking a vitamin. A ton of people take a multivitamin. Lots of people. Women's Day Plus or Women's Day 1 or whatever, GNC's vitamin, Publix vitamin. They're going to say, yeah, I take Women's 1 a day. They're not going to know why you're asking. They're going to say, yeah, I buy one from Target, or yeah, I order one from, Amazon Prime, whatever it is. You're going to say, okay, even if only 3 people answer you, you're going to say, okay, then you're going to message those 3 people and say, okay, you said you're taking a multivitamin, so you already purchasing a vitamin. So I'm asking you as a friend or as a family member, whoever messages you, to switch the X Factor. I want you to try it for 60 days. If you don't like it in 60 days, Plexus will give you 100% of your money back. Can you please do me a favor, support my home-based business, and give Plexus X Factor a try? Boom. Why would they say no? They're going to probably say, sure, I'll try it. More than likely, they're going to say, okay, or maybe as soon as I finish this bottle, I'll buy it next month. Then before next month, you're going to send them a message and say, hey, remember you said you're going to try the X Factor next month? Here's my link. Here's my website. Thank you for ordering. I really appreciate it. It supports me in my business, and I know you're going to love it because X Factor is an aloe-based vitamin. It's got niacin. It's got all the D's and the B's. It's awesome. Makes your hair grow, your nails grow. You're going to give them a little rah about the vitamin, and you're going to remind them that they said they'd purchase. Same thing about the probiotics. Probiotics are very popular. I didn't realize how popular, how many people actually do take a probiotic. A lot of people take probiotics. So, same thing. Random post. Just say, hey, how many of y'all take a probiotic? What's your favorite? Or do y'all have a recommendation for a probiotic? You're going to get probably 10 people that says, oh, I have the best one. It's refrigerated and it's live cultures and blah, blah, blah. And they're going to say, they have the best one, and they're going to write it down. You're going to message all those people and say, I want you to put your probiotic to the test. I want you to try our probiotic for 60 days. And if you don't love it, we'll give you 100% of your money back. But be confident in saying, I think that you're going to love our probiotic because it has an antifungal agent. It's got 2 million live active cultures, whatever you're going to blah, blah, blah about the probiotic. Ask them, will you switch your ProBio just for 60 days and see if you like ours better? It's super inexpensive. It's under $35 preferred. And you're going to, just ask them to switch, make the switch. 9 times out of 10, people will do it. They're going to do it because you asked them to. You're going to give them the link. It's something super easy. It's not like they have to spend $100. They're spending $30, so they're more apt to do it. I was talking to a girl last night. I feel like a lot of times because the triplex is so amazing, we all love it, we feel like that's the only thing we can sell in Plexus. It's got to be the triplex. If we're not selling 20 triplexes a month, we feel like we're not doing anything. Yeah, we have 15 products in our line. The ease is amazing. It's life-changing. I don't know how I could function without the ease. It's completely changed my life. So I use the ease every single day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't use the Plexus ease. So for me, that I sell the ease. So I want people to try the ease. And now we have the sample packs, so it's even better. So you're going to keep those sample packs in your purse. You're going to keep them and always give them out. Same with the body cream now. We have samples of the body cream, which is freaking amazing. Those products sell. You just have to find someone who needs them. And, someone that lives in chronic pain, someone that has arthritis, someone that has carpal tunnel, someone that struggles with fibromyalgia, they need the ease. So those are the people you're going to target. And you're going to say, hey, I know you struggle with fibromyalgia. And I'm telling you, girl, I have found these products. I have 1,000 testimonies to back it up. And I really want you to try this product. I know it could help you. Here's some testimonies. Will you try the product? You're going to that person. You're giving them the facts about the products. You're also backing up those facts with testimonies, multiple testimonies, and you're specifically asking them to try it. Most people are not going to say no. They're going to say yes, and that's how you get sales. Being proactive, being in activity. When you're not in activity, you're not making money. When you're not in activity, you're not growing your business. So you do have to put the effort out. It's not going to come to you really. Sometimes it will come to you, but 9 times out of 10, you have to go to it. Okay? Same thing with the pro. Maybe someone really does need the triplex. You know that they can benefit from the triplex, but you happen to know they're broke as a joke. Maybe they're a single mom. And so if you were to go to them and say, hey, you want to spend $140? It can change your life. They're going to be like, sorry, can't do it. Because they really can't do it. But if you went to them and said, hey, I know that you're suffering from anxiety. You posted that on Facebook. You shared it with me or whatever. I've done a lot of research. You see my posts on Facebook about Plexus, and I'm learning a lot about the gut and how so much lies in the gut. And here's some research. And you're going to have that available. You're going to have that copy and paste it or whatever you need about leaky gut and anxiety, or leaky gut and depression, or overgrowth of yeast and depression and anxiety. You're going to send it to her and say, hey, I know you're struggling with this. I would love for you to be able to buy the triplex because I know it can help you, but I know you're in a tight spot financially. So I really want you to try the probiotic. It's under $30, and I know it's going to give you some results. It's going to start clearing up your gut. It's shown that it's going to, here's 5 testimonies that said people's anxiety have gotten better, or their depression has gotten better when they started to clear up their gut. So it's a start. And say, will you try the probiotic for 30 to 60 days? $30. That's it. And then she's going to try the probiotic. She's going to love it. She's going to be like, oh my gosh, this is great. And then you're going to say, you know what? If you pair that with the BioCleanse, or when you make that first sale for the ProBio, you're going to tell her, when you have the money, the triplex is what you really need. You think you've seen a lot of results from the ProBio? Wait till you pair that up as the triplex. And so build that up. So next month, she can say, you know what? Let me save, because I'm going to have to save for another 2 months to be able to order the triplex. But she's going to see results from the ProBio. So in a few months, she will buy the triplex, y'all. But you go to her and you have the testimonies. You have it somewhere where you can send her right away. Same thing with lupus. Same thing with people with autoimmune disorders. Same thing with people for thyroid. Y'all, these people suffer. They suffer every day. I was suffering. I was miserable. And thank God that Christy, who is the person that introduced me to Plexus, she reached out to me specifically and said, I'm telling you, trust me, try these products. They're going to blow your mind, and they're going to change your autoimmune. I was so skeptical. I didn't think they would, but I was also so miserable that I would have tried anything. So she sent me the 3-day. I knew there was something to it, and then she sent me the 30-day. She actually signed me up. So because she came to me and said, will you try this? Will you try these products? I saw her posting on Facebook. I never thought twice about it. Never really even asked what Plexus was. So until she came to me and specifically asked me, I didn't even notice she was doing Plexus. But because she messaged me and said, you need to try this, I'm sending you a sample in the mail. And because she sent me that sample, I tried it. And I ended up signing up as an ambassador, and here I am. So you just never know. Daily activity. Be in action, be proactive, reach out to the people on your Facebook. I don't care if you have to go friend by friend on your Facebook page and have a notebook and say, okay, here's my friend list. Justin, okay, he has this and this and this. Or you know what, he posts about being broke all the time, so I'm gonna put him on the broke side. Okay, go down and spend a whole afternoon going through your Facebook friends and putting them into the product category, the business category, or both. And then, weed through that list every day and just start sending messages. If you have samples to give, send them. If you have one stick of Slim, if you have an extra bag of 30 and you can send 1 to 30 people, do it. I'm telling you, it's the way to do it. If you can buy the trial packs and get your 100 PV, sell them for $10. Say, hey, I have these products. I have this product. I think it would be amazing for you. It's $10. Will you try it? Try it for 3 days. Try it for 7 days, whatever it is. More than likely, if they pay for it, even if they're only paying $10 or even if you charge them $5, I don't care. Get the product into their hands and have them try the product. And if you do that, 9 times out of 10, they'll want more. They're going to either, if it's energy, mental clarity, sleeping, whatever it is, they're going to feel it and they're going to say, okay, there's something there, I'm not sure, but let me try, another one, or let me order a 30-day and see if it's, a fluke. But you got to be active. I wish I could tell you that you can sit back and, not be in activity and that you guys will grow in advance. But the bottom line is you can't. You have to be in activity every single day if you want to be successful in this business. Some of you, I don't know your whys. I don't know, Melissa, I don't know you personally, and I don't know what your goals are. I don't know if this is something that you are all in, that you say, you know what, I've seen this compensation plan, I've seen Jennifer, I've seen Jen, I want to be Jewel. Maybe you don't, I don't know. But if you do, if you do, grab hold of this opportunity and go 100%. Because in a year from now, you could be an emerald. You could be making a $10,000 a month paycheck. You could be driving a Lexus just like I am. I'm no different. I was a stay-at-home mom. I had no skills. I had never done network marketing before. I just fell in love with products. I became passionate about these products, and I got into daily activity. I was willing to do what it took to get into activity and talk to people and grow a boldness and talk to people about the products and the opportunity, and here I am. And I still have to do it. I'm still engaging and I'm still, growing my business. And, if you want that, you can do it. And we'll all of us ladies on this call tonight will be your biggest cheerleader. We'll do the 3 ways. We'll schedule them for you. We'll meet for coffee, whatever it is that we need to do. We'll do it for, with you. But you have to get your list. You have to reach out to your friends and family. You have to be in activity. Lisa and Joyce, same thing. Y'all have been on this team for a while now. I know you guys have the desire. I know you have the heart for Plexus. I know you love the products, and I know you have goals to be advancing in this business. So I would say, draw your line in the sand. Say, okay, I'm at silver. I need 20 people to be gold. So this is my plan. I'm going to get with Jennifer once a week, and I'm going to get on a call with her for 30 minutes. And I'm going to go over my goals every week, and I'm going to schedule 3 ways with her. I'm going to get in activity, and I'm going to stay in activity, and I'm going to do this. Don't give yourself an out. Make sure you get with your upline, set your goals, and make a plan and get into action. That's my suggestion to y'all. And I don't mean to come at you like hard or, to get on your case, but I'm just saying, if you want this, you guys got to do it. You guys got to be in action. Do you have questions for me?
Yeah, Kelly.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question for you. Okay, I like the E's. I did have the capsules, but I don't have any more, so I have to order more. But if I were a customer ordering it and I opened that bottle, I'd go, oh my God, I'm not taking this stuff because it stinks.
It does stink. You're going to tell them, you're going to say, before they even open it, you're going to say, you know what? The Ease has the green lipped mussel in it. It's a fantastic, amazing supplement, but it smells. So you got to get over that. But it's the best, most amazing thing you'll ever try. It's going to help you with your pain. It's going to lower your inflammation. It's going to balance your body, and you're going to love it. So just leave the lid open a little bit for the first day. Let it air out a little bit. I gag down the E's. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, the only way I can take it, Kelly, is like I put it between my teeth and either drink it with orange juice or the Slim. And because once I do that, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But it was that when I first opened that bottle, I was like, there is something wrong with this stuff. This is disgusting.
Yeah, it does smell. But I have noticed if you leave the bottle open just a little bit, it kind of like airs it out. You still have even if when I take them, I have a slight aftertaste. So I always take it with a drink. I take them and I take it like with a couple more sips because it does have an aftertaste. But I just kept thinking, you know what? Thank you, God, for this product because it has helped me tremendously. The relief that I get from the E's is phenomenal. So I don't care if it tastes like a fishy aftertaste. I'm going to take it every day, all day. Anybody else?
Yeah, I've got one.
Sure.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
At Super Saturday, Chris McCall was talking about samples, and Susie made a comment about giving them away, and found that the samples that you give away to people, you never hear hide nor hair from them, versus the ones that people buy. Mm-hmm. I have been generous with my Slim as far as giving samples out to people because I really want people to even just taste it, just one. I've given one away, and there's different people that I've given 3 away, or even 5, or even a week. Mm-hmm. And I've sat back and I've like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm 50.
So that's kind of a catch-22 there, don't you think?
I'm 50-50 on this. I'm a giver. It's in my nature. I'm just a giver. I would give. My husband said I would give everything away if it wasn't for him. So it's in my nature to give because I want people to try it. I've learned to be very careful with that because people do. They take advantage. They'll get 3 from me, and then they'll go to Jen on Facebook because they know Jen does plexus too, and they'll get 3 from Jen. And then they'll go to Jennifer because we all know each other, and then they'll get 3 more from Jen. So now we're smart. And we talk usually and say, okay, I've got this person we all know. I'm giving her samples, or if she's working with you, you have to be careful there. I don't give anybody more than 3 sticks of my Slim. If I really think that they're going to benefit from it, and I feel like if I did give it to them, they'll actually take it, I will give them 1. If I don't think the person will take it, I'll give them 1 and say, you got to try this. And then I'm going to check up with them in 2 days and say, hey, did you try that Slim? And if they say, oh, no, I didn't get a chance to, I'll say, well, give it back to me. Either try it or give it back to me because I know someone else needs it. I'm bold. I've learned to be really bold. I would say don't give away 7 days of Slim. You need to charge for that. People need to buy that because, it is very beneficial. 3 days, okay, give a 3-day away if you really feel like they're going to use it. But check in with them, follow up, and if they say they haven't used it, be bold and ask for it back.
Yeah, I've ran into that also. People that I've given this, I'm talking back in Christmas time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what the hell are you waiting for? Next Christmas or what?
Well, I say the products will not work from on top of the refrigerator. They just won't. You actually have to take them off the counter or off the refrigerator and open them up and use them because they don't work from the refrigerator. And I just hold people accountable. Use it. And I say, I'm going to call you in 3 days, and I'm going to find out if you've used it. I want you to let me know what you think, so make sure you try it, So it is. Susie McCall would give everything away, too. That's how Susie is. Chris told her not to do it, and they charge for them, which is smart. So you really just have to – it's depending on who your friends are. It's depending on who you're giving them to. You kind of have to just judge by, you knowing them. And if you're going to give a stranger a Slim, you're going to give them 1. You're going to say, hey, here's my card in a Slim. Try this and see what you think, and friend me on Facebook, something like that.
When you talk to people about the opportunity, that's one of my biggest mistakes. I have no problems talking about the product on my page or talking to somebody about it, but when somebody approaches me about the products, I feel like I get stupid all of a sudden. I'm like, God, what do I say? I don't know what to tell them. Or even the opportunity. I don't talk to people about the opportunity because I don't really know where to start or what to say.
That's the perfect time for you to throw him into a three-way conversation with Jen or Jennifer. That is a perfect opportunity. That's exactly why I want you to do three-ways, because you don't know what to say. You're newer, or maybe you're not well-versed yet. You don't feel confident yet. So you may do three-ways for a couple months, and then after doing them for a couple months with Jen and Jennifer, man, you're awesome. You're going to learn how to be able to share the opportunity with anybody that comes your way because you've been trained to. So we don't know what to say sometimes, but Jennifer and Jen do. They know what to say. They're well-versed. I have full faith in them to be able to close a sale or to close an opportunity. So you're going to get in with Jen and say, hey, Jen, someone asked me about the opportunity on my Facebook page, and I feel like complete, I don't know what to say. I'm freaking out. So Jen's going to say, no problem. Throw her into a chat with me. Let's talk about it on Facebook. Or Jen's going to go comment on your post and say, hey, I'm her upline. I'm so excited that you're interested in Plexus. What would an extra $500 a month do for your family? Something like that, or whatever it is that they've commented. Then you can throw them into a private message, and Jen can do her thing, and Jennifer can do her thing. That's why I say utilize the three-way. If you get someone commenting on a post, tag Jennifer, tag Jen, tag me. Let us help you. Let us go in there and do our thing. That's what we're trained in. That's what we've done, and we are only that way because we had that done to us. When Jennifer and Jen were training, they used to do that with me. They're like, oh my gosh, someone commented, what should I say? Or, hey, someone asked me about the products. Can you, help me? And they would put me in a three-way, or they would get me on the phone with their friend or whatever. I would share the opportunity. So now they're doing that for you. And that's what they will teach you to do with your downline. So you'll be confident. So don't feel like you are on your own. If you need to tag one of us, tag one of us. If you need to say, I don't know, or say, hey, I want to talk to you about the opportunity, I'm going to message you. And then just automatically, don't even say anything to them, automatically put Jennifer into a three-way conversation with that person. Say, hey, Sarah, I saw you commented on my post. This is my upline, Jennifer. She's so knowledgeable about the product. She's so knowledgeable about the business. I wanted to know if you had any questions, or what can we answer for you about the opportunity. Something like that. Utilize your uplines. Utilize the three-way.
Well, the girl that sent me, she sent me a private message today, and she was talking to me about, she said that, she hasn't been to the gym in a while, and she's put on a lot of weight. She said, I know that it helps with weight loss, but I also know that it helps with fatigue. And I kind of got the impression that, I know she's been watching my post, but when she said that, I thought, well, I wonder if she has been doing a little research on her own. Mm-hmm. And I thought of the triplex, but I don't want to. I feel like when I mention the triplex, and then when people, well, how much is that? And it's like, they're like, wow, I feel like I'm scaring people off.
You're not scaring people off. You need to change your mindset. You need to have the mindset, Lisa, that this is a gift, that you're giving someone the opportunity to change their health, and you're giving someone the opportunity to change their finances. I don't now, when Christy told me originally how much these products were, I nearly fell out of my chair. I was like, holy crap. I was using the Slim and Accelerator, and she said, yeah, it's $120. I was like, $120? I was like, whoa. I was like freaking out. And then she told me, she's like, Kelly, you spend more than that at Dunkin' Donuts in a month. I guarantee it. She called me out. She was my friend, so she could. And I was like, no, I don't. Yeah, I did. Well over $120. How about $1,000 a month?
Wow.
Spending on McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts in a month, girls. A month. I had no idea, but she told me, she's like, Kelly, I know you're spending more than that on your coffees and your McDonald's teas and all this stuff, because I was so tired, and she knew I was going through Dunkin' Donuts every morning and McDonald's and everything else. So she said, just take your bank statement for 30 days. Just highlight Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's. Girls, it was $1,000 in a month, and I had no idea I was spending that kind of money. Because when you're dropping $3 in the morning, $3.50 in the afternoon, then you hit, McDonald's with your kids after school before practice, and you drop $20. You don't think about it. You're like, oh, it's only $20. Oh, it's only $5. It's only $3. But when you're doing that 3-4 days a week, every week, it adds up. I was shocked and appalled. I could not believe it. If I had not sat with my bank statement and done it myself, I would never have believed it. but it was a total wake-up call because I was like, oh my Lord, I'm spending 10 times what my plexus would cost. And so I shut up right away. I was like, okay, I'm doing it. You know, I'm going to trust that I'm going to spend this money and I'm going to order these products and they're going to, you know, I'm going to feel better. And I'm telling you right now, I don't care if it costs $1,000, I'd be buying it every month because that's the kind of results that I got from the products. That's what it was worth it to me to feel human again. It was worth it to me to get off the couch. It was worth it, you know, to me to sleep and to feel energy and gain my confidence back. So for me, price is relative. I really feel like everyone's immediate response is, oh, that's kind of expensive. But then if you ask them, how much do you get your nails done every day or you know, once a month? Most women get their nails done every 2 weeks. It's like $50. That's $100 right there if they didn't get their nails done. I'm like, girl, I would have nubs if I could keep my plexus. You know what I mean? So it's about priority. Price is relevant. If they're going to McDonald's, if they're buying, what are they called? Monsters and all that crap, those are $5 at a convenience store. You get 2 of those in a week, that's $10. That's you know, how much is that? That's $40, $60 a week on freaking Monsters. Kim is on our team. She was going through Monsters left and right. She was spending well over $100 on Monsters alone. So really, price is relevant. You have to sit down with the person and talk about priorities, talk about what they're spending, what are their eating habits, what are they doing, are they going through the drive-through? Then when you kind of talk to them and have an honest, you know, come to Jesus meeting, they'll say, okay, it's not that expensive.
I got another one. I'm quite sure you've seen what the Walmart's selling now. Was it the stick? You know what I'm talking about? The Omni Health. Mm-hmm. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's tons of products. There's products at GNC. There's products at Walmart. There's products everywhere. None of them come with a 60-day money-back guarantee. Number one, none of them are plant-based. A lot of those over-the-counter products are sweetened with sucralose, aspartame. They're not healthy. They're not natural, and they're not plant-based. So I always, you know, say it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something that's going to get you well, if you're looking for something that's going to benefit your body and help your body function like it's supposed to, Plexus is it. If you want cheap and fast, go to Walgreens.
Do you? I saw it. Scrolling through Facebook yesterday. Somebody had made the comment to the fact, don't even post about it on your page.
About
to more or less not to give it credit. I don't know because I'm just waiting for people to
anything like that. Good or bad, we don't want to advertise garbage. So if you find something, there's a probio, not probio, but it's like, I mean, it's got the same name as ours. It's like Slim or something, right. GNC. I would never put that on my page. Like any publicity is negative. So you don't want to give them any kind of credence or cred, you know, anything. So, you know, why would you post about it? You keep all that stuff off your page. You're a Plexus ambassador, you post about Plexus and that's it.
I'm just waiting for people to start hitting me up, you know, while I can buy the same thing that Plexus has way cheaper at Walmart. I'm just waiting for that to come around.
And they can't buy the same thing because our products, there's nothing on the market that even compares to our products at all.
I haven't seen it yet. I just saw it online.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I mean, you know, I'll put our ProBio against any other probiotic on the market. I'll put our BioCleanse on, you know, against any other cleanse on the market. Our BioCleanse oxygenates our body. It helps balance our body's pH. Super important things for health. If you are knowledgeable about your body, if you know, usually if people are sick, if they suffer from something, they're pretty smart and they know what they need. They know, okay, I have autoimmune, or I have, my body is not balanced, my pH is not balanced, I'm too alkaline, or I'm too this. Usually when you're ill, you know those terms because you know what you're lacking and what you don't have. So, you know, that helps because if someone says, you know, you can buy the Slim or the ProBio at Walgreens or Walmart. Well, I don't want anything that's sweetened with sucralose or aspartame. That's number one. I'm not putting poison into my body. The whole point is getting my gut healthy and my body balanced. I'm not going to put anything chemically or any of those things produced in a lab into my body. That's not getting healthy. I know that gut health, inflammation, and blood sugar regularization is key for me because my body is very inflammatory and I have autoimmune disorder. So I'm not putting anything into my body that's not plant-based that I can read all the ingredients. So it does help. You can, there's so many supplements on the market. There's so many other multi-level marketing, Advocare, Herbalife, all of those things. Those companies are huge companies, and I'm sure they have a lot of great products, but a lot of their products are sweetened with crap. They have poison in them. They're not a natural plant-based company, and that is exactly what Plexus is. We focus on gut health, inflammation, and blood sugar regularization, period. That's what we do. If the side effect is weight loss, which is a healthy weight loss, you're not going to come in, and Plexus isn't going to promise you that you're going to drop 100 pounds in 2 months. You know why? Because that's not healthy. That's not the way you sustain weight loss. You may go to Advocare or you may go to GNC and buy a stimulant and lose a bunch of weight. But guess what? As soon as you go off that stimulant, you're going to gain twice as much weight as you just lost. And you're going to wreck your metabolism. And that's not what we want. That's not what we're about. And that's why you're going to learn when you have a customer that says, okay, tell me how you're losing weight. Or I see that this stuff helps with weight loss. Tell me how I can lose weight. I always turn the conversation to why they're overweight, okay? It is not because they're lazy and they eat too much, 9 times out of 10. There are those people that are lazy and eat too much. We all know those people. There are people like that. But that is not the majority of people. People are overweight because their bodies are riddled with bacteria and yeast, and their bodies aren't functioning. Their blood sugar is not regulated. They have completely destroyed their immune system by crash dieting, so they have no metabolism, and that is why they're overweight. So if we can get their gut healthy, if we can lower their inflammation, if we can get their blood sugar regulated, they're going to naturally lose weight. Okay, so I always turn the weight loss into why are you overweight? What are you doing? What are your health issues? What can we do to get your body functioning the way it's supposed to be functioning? It's not a fad. Plexus is not a diet. Plexus is not a quick fix. It's not, it's just not about, it's not, it can be about weight loss, but it's not about weight loss. If that makes sense.
Well, Kelly, which product is the one that's more for the inflammation, the ProBio or the Bio Cleanse?
The Ease really is for inflammation.
The E.
Yes, the regular Ease, the Plexus Ease. The Slim also helps with inflammation.
Okay.
If someone is inflammatory, they need to be on the Ease and they need to be on the Slim, period.
Okay. Because I put my mom on the Triplex because she's diabetic and stuff, but she stopped taking the Bio Cleanse because she said it made her have diarrhea. She kind of had that problem a little before she took it. And then she backed off on the ProBio to 1 a day because she said her sugar level, it wasn't regulating all of a sudden. She'd been taking it for, I don't know, a couple months or so, and then all of a sudden she said she couldn't regulate it right, so she backed off on the ProBio to 1.
I don't think the bio or the ProBio would have anything to do with her sugars. I don't think that's it. So I think that she should probably troubleshoot that a little bit. BioCleanse can cause diarrhea if you're taking too much or if you have a lot of things going on in your intestines. This is why education is key. If we don't educate our customers, if we're not knowledgeable about giving them directions with the products, it's not good. That's another reason why I like to do 3-ways with potential customers or even customers that you have if you're not a well-versed ambassador. If I have a customer that has diarrhea already or struggles with IBS and I start them on the Triplex, we need to tell them, you are probably going to have diarrhea. It's what happens in detox. It's what happens when your body starts to regulate. When you're balancing your blood sugars, when you're killing off candida and yeast and bacteria, the side effect is sometimes diarrhea. So if they already have diarrhea, we need to make sure you say, you're going to ease yourself into the BioCleanse. You're going to start with 1 BioCleanse every other day. Okay, you're going to build up to 1 BioCleanse every day.
Okay, because she was taking 1 a day, so she should actually do it 1 every other day?
You really have to ease into, depending on the person and depending on the issue, but if they have diarrhea, I would never recommend taking BioCleanse every day. I would say every other, at most, one a day. So I would take it in the morning around 10 o'clock, and I would take it with 8 ounces of water every other day and see how she feels, see how the intestines do. You know, a lot of people, you know, your intestines are as tall as you are. So they're rolled out, your intestines are as tall as you are. So you have to think, if you're 5'6", like I am, my intestines are 5 feet and 6 inches long. So they're filled with waste. Our intestines are filled with waste. So sometimes we have an excess of waste, and some of us have a lot. So when we use a cleanse like BioCleanse, even though it's an oxygenated mild cleanse, it's cleaning out your gastrointestinal tract. So all of that shit, literally, is going to come out in one form or the other. So it's a good thing that it's going to come out because it's doing what it needs to do. However, you know, you have to let people know that, hey, this isn't going to have you running to the bathroom. It's not that type of cleanse. However, if you have an overgrowth of yeast or bacteria in your gastrointestinal tract is backed up and you have a lot of waste, it's going to come out in the form possibly of diarrhea for the first few days. Doesn't last necessarily. Most people that have diarrhea doesn't last but a few days. And if they taper the BioCleanse up to one a day, start with every other, they're usually fine. Same with the Slim. I did not get diarrhea when I started the Slim. It's never caused me diarrhea, but it can cause people diarrhea. It's balancing your blood sugar. It's also helping with inflammation. It has Garcinia cambogia in it, so it can cause loose stool. We need to let people know that ahead of time. If they don't get it, great. But if they do and you don't tell them, they're going to be mad. I gave the Slim to my husband to take to the oil rig. He was not happy with me when he had the shits on the oil rig, okay? So you have to tell people there's a possibility that you are going to have to use the bathroom because it's cleansing your system. It's causing your body to react. It's very normal. That's why you have 10 pages of warnings on prescription medication. That's why the commercials say, if you take our product for whatever, you're going to have this, 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 and this. You may not, but they tell you that to let you know, hey, you may have these side effects. It's not necessarily going to happen for everybody, but it's the same thing with supplements. We have to let people know ahead of time. The most important thing to let people know is die-off. Okay, you can have die-off symptoms immediately from the triplex. You could have die-off symptoms by just taking the probiotic. When you have candida, when you start to clear your gut and have a balanced flora in your colon and in your intestines, that causes die-off. This is what happens. You can have headaches. You can feel sick like the flu. You can have diarrhea. You can have constipation. You can have breakouts. You can be tired. You can feel nauseous. There's things that happen, but that's actually a good sign because you know your probiotic is working. You know your triplex is working. It's getting rid of the things that it needs to get rid of, and it's balancing your intestinal flora. So you need to let them know ahead of time, hey, it could be a rough few days. So ease into it. Take lots of water. Drink, drink, drink. The more water, the better you'll feel. That's what I tell everybody. If you don't drink water, you're probably going to feel like crap. Just letting you know ahead of time. I tell everybody that. If you're not drinking at least 6 to 8 ounce or bottles of water every single day with the triplex, more than likely you're going to feel like crap the first few days. If you push the water, no problem. You'll feel fine. Same thing with taking the probiotic. You don't want to start someone on 4 probios. You'll kill them. You'll cause a lot of horrible things. So I take 4 every single night before I go to bed, but I did not start taking 4. So I would never tell you, hey, Melissa, start taking 4 probiotics. This is really awesome. No, you would hate me. Okay. You would be like, oh, you would be very, very ill more than likely. You have to start people slow. Better to start people slow and work them up than to have them start too much and they hate it. And they're like, heck no, I'm not taking that crap. I feel like total dirt. I think for me, between 4 and 6 probios is great. I take between 4 and 6 probios every single night now, but I've worked over that for 2 years. So I would never have taken that right away. But 4 to 6 keep me from having cravings. I don't crave sugar. I don't have the breakouts. I don't have any of the yucky stuff that I had before. So I know that's a good dose of probiotic for me. Everyone is different. Okay, so you're going to have them start with one, do 2 or 3 weeks of one, then add another one. 2 or 3 weeks of two, they feel great, no side effects, you're going to have them add another one. You want to work people up to enough probiotic, because if you're not taking enough probiotic, you cannot get the results that you want. So simply adding another one or two could be the factor of them seeing great results. I know so many people that say, gosh, I'm taking this probiotic. I've been taking this probiotic for like 6 weeks and I still crave sugar all the time. I still want to eat all my candy. You're not taking enough probiotic. So they need to up that probiotic. If they're still having the cravings, if they're still having issues, they're not taking enough. So for their bodies, they're not building enough probiotic to get rid of the stuff that they're in their gut. So it's simply, okay, let's add another one. If you do great with that and you don't have a die-off symptom, let's add another one. So you work your way up to 4 or whatever their happy place is with their probio. Same with the BioCleanse. Me personally, if I take 2 BioCleanse at night, I'm going poop in the morning. It's like clockwork. If I take 3 BioCleanse at night, I'm going diarrhea in the morning. So I know for me, 3 is too much. 2 is my happy place. I don't need to take 3. 2 does the body good. I'm getting out what I need to get out, and I go on with my day. I now take the BioCleanse during the day. I take 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. So that works better for my schedule, and it makes me feel less bloated during the day. I feel like I have a flatter stomach. So I've worked that out. That's just with, experience in the products. I also take BioCleanse with 8 ounces of water every time. It says on the directions to take the BioCleanse with 8 ounces of water. I would guarantee you that 80% of people do not take that as directed. And if they did, they would have less bloating, less diarrhea, less issues. But people don't follow directions and they don't drink water. So there becomes a problem. I always challenge people, if you feel bloated or if you have diarrhea or any of those symptoms, you're not drinking enough water. So it's just learning your body. It's learning the products. It's learning how each of the products work for you and what you need. And that's just troubleshooting. That's why I always stress on my leaders, you should be checking in with all of your ambassadors at least once a week, not just goal setting, but products. Because if you have an ambassador who is great in the business and they're doing great, and then all of a sudden they stop, you know what? They're not having product results. They're frustrated with their products, so they stop working their business. That's what typically happens. So if I see an ambassador doing really, really good, and then all of a sudden they stop, first thing I say is, I wonder if they're having a problem with their products. So let me shoot them an email and say, hey, how are you doing? 9 times out of 10, they're frustrated. Well, I'm not losing weight, or, I feel like I'm still eating too much, or I feel like I'm still struggling with this or that. And so we troubleshoot. We have to troubleshoot and say, okay, what are you doing? How are you eating? Are you drinking enough water? Are you sleeping? You have to troubleshoot your ambassadors as far as products, because we all have to, make sure we're taking the products correctly. We're being consistent with the product, which is the number one issue, is that people aren't consistent. I can tell you, and Jennifer can tell you, we are prescribed thyroid medication. So we have an endocrinologist, and we have thyroid issues that we have to have a supplemental hormone for our thyroid because we don't produce enough. So our thyroids don't function where you produce enough thyroid hormone in your body that you don't need a supplement. Her and I don't. So ours isn't functioning. So we have to take Synthroid or whatever, Tirosint, whatever. Let me tell you something. If I decide that I'm just not going to take the thyroid medication every day, trust me, there is a price to pay for that. I have to be consistent with taking that medication. And if I'm not seeing any results. I'm not better. My body's not better. I'm still tired. I'm still having muscle cramps. I'm still having all the debilitating symptoms of a low thyroid because I'm not taking the medication every day. Same thing. If you have diabetes and you're not taking your insulin, you will feel like crap. You will not see results. If you have migraines and you're prescribed migraine medication, if you don't take it, it can't help you. Same concept. If you're wanting to use a plant-based supplement to help your body function better, to lose weight, to feel energy, to get rid of the yeast and bacteria, to lower inflammation, you have to take it every single day. Not every other day, not 3 times a week when you remember. You have to take it every single day. I am so shocked when people say, well, I'm just not losing weight. I feel like I'm still in pain and I just eat sugar all the time. And I say, well, are you taking your products every single day? Well, not every day. I'm like, okay, well, I can't help you. Like, if you're not willing to commit and take something every day, then you can't expect it to work. You can't expect to lose weight. You can't expect to feel better. You can't expect for your pain to be under control. And you can't expect for all these things to happen by looking at it on your counter. It doesn't work that way. Consistency is key. If you want to lose weight, if you want to feel better, if you want to have more energy, if you want to sleep better, if you want to get your gut in check, you have to take the product 7 days a week, faithfully, for months. That's just the way it is. Jennifer and I had to take thyroid medication for months and months and months and months and months before we even feel better. And then we had to go back in, get blood work done, and guess what? Oh, it's not working, so we're going to up it. So then we have to go months and months and months and see if that helps. So it's just like anything else. You have to find the right balance. You have to take it every day, and you have to make sure you're taking it correctly. If you're not, it's just not going to work. You are not going to see results if you're not consistent. And that is with anything you do in life. It's no different in Plexus. So keep that in mind. And keep that in mind when you're just talking to your customers. I gauge people at this point in my Plexus career, I know when someone comes to me, if they say, I'm in a wedding in 2 months and I need to lose 60 pounds. I'm like, okay, you're in a wedding in 2 months and you want to lose 60 pounds. I say, you know what? Plexus is probably not the product for you because I know they're not going to lose 60 pounds in 2 months. So why would I get them on Plexus to get them unhappy with their results and frustrated? I wouldn't do it. I'm honest. I say, well, you know what? You're not going to lose 60 pounds in 2 months. And if you do, it's very unhealthy for you. Number one, you would have to just not be eating at all, and you would have to be taking a stimulant. And I'll say, if you want to lose 60 pounds, you can with Plexus if you take these products on a regular basis and you're getting your gut in check and you're getting your blood sugar regulated, but it's not going to be in 60 days. It's not going to be in 2 months. So you have to be honest and upfront. I want people to be transparent and honest with me. If I go somewhere and I want to buy something and I say, does it work? And they say, yeah, it works, whatever. I expect it to work. If someone is honest with me and says, it's going to work, but you have to use it for 6 months, and then you're going to see results. I respect that more because they're honest. And they told me up front that it will work, but it's going to take some time. I don't want to be sold a line of crap that says, I'm going to go, I'm going to pop this pink drink, and I'm going to lose 50 pounds, and I'm going to be supermodel Barbie in 2 months. That's just not reality. And you're setting people up for failure if you're not honest with them. And if you're not, transparent and saying, hey, we can work through all your medical issues, all your health issues, all your struggles, and we can get you well. We can help you feel better. We can help your energy. We can help your weight. We can help your blood sugar, but it's not going to happen overnight. And you do have to be consistent. You have to drink the water. You have to take the products every day. You have to change your lifestyle. You can't go out and eat cupcakes and pizza every single night. Can you eat cupcakes and pizza? Sure, but not every single night. Then you just can't do it. You're not going to have your blood sugar balance by eating cupcakes every night, and you're not going to lose weight by eating cupcakes and pizza every night. So it's just a reality. So honesty up front, telling them about the die-off symptoms, telling them what they can expect, and setting realistic goals is key. Because if I tell you, if you come to me and you're my customer, a potential customer, and I tell you that you're going to lose 50 pounds in 2 months or whatever it is, and then you don't, you're going to be pretty mad at me because you spent $140 and I told you could lose all that weight in 2 months. So I don't, I don't recommend that. And I tell people all the time, this is not a quick fix. This is a lifestyle change. Plexus is not a fad diet. It's not a diet system. It's not something that you're going to see instant results from weight loss. It's about an overall getting your body healthy, getting your colon and your intestines and your gastrointestinal tract and your stomach flora in check. It's about balancing your blood sugar. It's about getting your inflammation under control. And when you do those three main things, your health improves. And if you lose weight as a side effect, that's great. That's a plus. If you get well and you don't have migraines anymore, that's a plus. If you're not living with chronic fatigue, that's a plus. Those are things that people can expect. If you're sleeping better, maintaining a healthy weight, that's a plus. This is a lifestyle change. And I am very upfront with people about that.
Kelly, when do you recommend to take the ProBio, at night or in the morning? Because I thought it was at night, but then I don't know if it was Jennifer or somebody told me that you need to take it on an empty stomach. So then I switched mine to in the morning.
You can take it whenever you want to. I take mine at nighttime, but I don't eat after usually 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So I try to make sure that my stomach is pretty empty. They say to get it on an empty stomach so it can get through to the acids and the bacteria and the yeast in your stomach. So if it's full of food, it has to break down all through that food particles and then get into your gut. That's why they say take it on an empty stomach. If you know you're not going to eat in the morning, if you know your stomach's completely empty and you're going to wait a while to eat in the morning, take it in the morning. That's fine.
Okay. Well, so maybe I'm doing it all wrong then, because I was taking it like in the morning and then at least half an hour or later, taking my Slim, and then, half an hour or later, maybe eating something. So is that like all wrong?
I would definitely leave at least an hour of not eating anything. At least minimum an hour. If you can do more than that, that'd be key. But definitely an hour before you eat.
Okay.
Anybody else? And a lot of people say, the Slim. Really, the Slim you can take anytime you want to. People are so like, oh, should I do it 30 minutes before I eat? Should I eat birds? What should I do? Take the Slim whenever you want to. Don't eat a sugary breakfast. Don't, if you're taking the accelerator and you're sensitive to caffeine, eat first before you take the accelerator. They want you to have your best balanced sugars when you're drinking the Slim. So they want you to do it 30 minutes before you sit down and have breakfast. But they also don't want you to have 2 donuts for breakfast. That's kind of the point. So I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna encourage you. We're in a new year. We're in a January. We're right into the middle of January. If you have not signed up for convention, I highly advise you guys to register for convention. Convention changes people's business. It's a powerful, powerful event. Leaders are born at events. That's not cliche. It really does happen. So I don't care if you have to pack peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to get to Vegas, get to Vegas. The convention contest is going on right now. Y'all should be sponsoring like crazy. This is the time to really make the push to sponsor into your team. You also want to make sales. You're going to get convention credits for your sales. So get your sales. Message people. Ask them for the sale. Ask them to switch to the ProBio. Ask them to try the multivitamin. Have them buy a sample from your website. Any of those things are going to make you sales. Really share the opportunity. Now is the time to get with Jennifer and say, hey, let's do a sip and see at my house on a Saturday or a Sunday. Let me invite my friends over and, try the products. Or let's do a business online meeting. Let's just have a Zoom meeting like this so you can go over the compensation plan with some of my friends and family. This is the time to really drive sponsoring. You want to get people on your team. You want to get to convention, and you want to get to silver, and you want to earn those convention credits. So now is the time to do it. Get in activity. If you have sat for a long time and you're not happy at your current rank, my best suggestion to you is to get into activity. Get your lists, get them to Jennifer, get them to Jen, start doing 3-ways, as many conversations a day that you can do. as many people willing to get into a chat, as many phone calls that you can set up with Jennifer. Jennifer has a calendar. I know Jennifer will sit down with you and say, you know what, I'm available here, here, and here. I will meet you for coffee. We can go, after work. We can go on a Saturday, whatever. I know Jennifer's availability, and she's going to make time for y'all. So, and if she can't, Jen will. And if Jen can't, I will. So, get with your uplines, start setting some goals, start scheduling some three-ways, get into meetings, do Zoom like this. This, you can, like she's sitting here, you can fold laundry, you can, have your kids watching TV, you can, be cooking dinner. I mean, you can pretty much do anything and still listen in on a meeting. So the Zooms are a great way to do it. You don't even have to be face-to-face. You can actually close down and just listen. So it's a win-win. So get with your sponsors, get with your uplines, start being, active in your team page, posting questions, do some encouragement in there. Do something that's going to engage your team and get people motivated. Because I know that Jennifer and Jen both are ready to promote. I know Jennifer is ready to go senior gold. Jen's ready to go ruby. And they need you guys to really step up, and they need you guys to be sharing this opportunity with people. And they want to help you go silver. They want to help you go gold. I know it's their desire to see their team promoting and earning those paychecks and getting those customers and making those rank advancements and really seeing the freedom that Plexus can bring. So be encouraged. If you need anything, let me know. If you I know Jennifer and Jen are there for you too, but if there's something that I can do for y'all, please don't hesitate to ask.
Hey, Kelly.
Uh-huh.
On the convention thing, is it actually, I know it says Sunday through Thursday, but when I was looking at the agenda, it said something like on the date of Wednesday, like till like 11:59 or something, but then it had in parentheses Thursday. So is there actually activities on Thursday, or
No. It goes, the last day of convention goes overnight. So it's just the party ends at midnight. So there's nothing after that. And
okay.
I think the actual, Jennifer, correct me if I'm wrong, Monday morning is the first actual meeting of convention.
Yeah, because Sunday I think is some special thing.
Yeah, Sunday, if you win the black tie event, I believe that's Sunday night. But our first actual convention meeting is Monday, and our last would be Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was out there looking at hotel reservations to figure out how much it would cost for the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And I know that the Plexus rate, there's a ton of other hotels. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Vegas, but it's a strip. I mean, you can monorail to every hotel. I mean, you don't have to stay at the MGM. You can stay at any of those hotels on the strip, and it's within walking distance, or monorail stops at every single one of those hotels. And I can tell you right now that people are booking hotels that are way less than the Plexus rate. So go where you can afford, because the convention center is at the MGM and it's attached to everything. So you don't have to stay at the actual hotel. And flights, check flights. Do Priceline. You can name your own price and see if something comes up. You can, there's lots of specials on Southwest and Spirit. Just keep checking back in with those airlines. They offer specials, and sometimes you're going to get a package deal, the airline and the hotel, and just it's like a bundle price. So check those out too. And share a room. Are you talking, Jennifer? Did you say something? You're not coming through. We can't hear you. Can anybody hear her?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So Frontier is super cheap. I found two round trip tickets, no stop, for $508.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was that?
Frontier. So about $250 a piece.
Yeah, Frontier has super cheap tickets, and there's no layovers. It's a straight flight, and it was $508
for two people.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's really really cheap.
That's great.
Was it 500 something per person, or
for two people it was 500?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Five.
Yeah. And that's good because usually a lot of people are saying the tickets are like 400 a piece. 400 to 500 a piece, especially if they're on the East Coast. So look, if you can get a ticket for under $300, I would buy it ASAP.
But now, what days were you flying in and out, Jennifer?
I'm pretty sure we're flying Sunday so that we have that day free because there's nothing going on that day.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll leave, I believe it's Thursday is when it's over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I really.
Or was that one way a round trip?
That's round trip.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Well, my husband's going, so it's like 508 total.
That's good. That's really good.
That's really, really good. I would book that ASAP if you got that. Someone else said Frontier, and Frontier flies out of Orlando, so I mean that's a good airline.
Yeah.
So yeah, look into it. I would really. I mean, you're going to get a lot. There's going to be 10,000 plus people. They're thinking maybe 12,000 people at convention. It's going to be a ton of people. When you have a room full of people as passionate as people are, it's a lot of fun. We're going to do some team things out there with our team. We're going to try to do some meetings for our team and some special events as well. So it'll be fun. It'll be really fun. It'll be good for your business. So I really encourage you guys to get to convention.
What all goes on at a convention?
It's jam-packed. It's tons and tons and tons of training all day long. There's a lot of fun. There's a winner's dinner. There's always a party. There's a meet and greet. There's a lot of really fun activities that go on. And it's in Vegas. So, I mean, I can imagine that Plexus is going to have, like, Cirque du Soleil. I mean, it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to do all sorts of, we always have a concert. There's just always something totally over the top. So, I'm sure it'll be the same thing in Vegas. So I'm excited to see all the cool stuff.
Now, is that when you'll learn about the new product that's coming out?
Yes, there's always a new product launched to convention, and I believe that our newest product will be launched in June at convention. There's always some, there's some other fun stuff. They usually, I think it's at Leaders Retreat. I don't know. They announce where Leaders Retreat will be. So there's always some fun facts that are always, they come out with. And you get a ton of free stuff. They give out a bunch of free stuff. You always get like a cool bag, and there's usually some fun stuff inside the bag. So it's always a good time. My little one's sneaking in here. So, all right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. I know it's getting late, but thank you guys for getting on. I know Jennifer and Jen appreciate it. It means a lot to them when your ambassadors kind of come up for these things and are excited and take time out of their schedules to participate. So I appreciate you guys being on. And if you need anything,
will you send me the recording?
Yep. All right, you guys have a great evening. I will talk.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Kelly.
Good night.
Good night.